Poetry by Natalia Espinosa.
Woo!
Come on out. This poem is called Oxytocin. Come on out, Natalia. All right, so I have a question for you, because I don't know how many of you have taken chemistry recently, or like how many of the adults out there can say they know what oxytocin is.
She's right.
So I'd like you to explain that to them, please.
Simply put, it's the hormone your brain releases whenever you're in love. So whenever you're in love, those feelings of butterflies, that's oxytocin.
You learn something new every single day.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
All right, well, we're gonna give the floor to Natalie.
Snaps, not claps.
Natalie?
Snap for this one.
Woo!
I fell in love with the way his heart beated underneath my ear like a constant fluttering metronome. My ex was very much a musical person, and would at times brag to me how he can easily pick up any instrument he touched in a matter of hours. Him telling me this would induce in me a combination of intimidation and flattery, knowing that I was something he wanted to take his time to learn to play. He would tell me he wanted to make a one-hit wonder out of my lips, a symphony out of my hair, and how his arms were the staff to a music sheet that spelled what perfect love should look like, with an outcast in opera house that fell in love, with the way their brains tingled, the way their spines shivered, the way their heads fell after 1,000 projected compliments, and how constant their heartbeats were in comparison to lead conductors. I was constantly short of breath, but in the really bad way. My heart palpitated the way a liar's does, hooked up to a polygraph, because I was lying to everyone I knew, including myself. The day I told him I liked him, every cell in my body screamed no. My brain said, hold up, because it wanted to get a better taste of what it was feeling. I watched my brain become penny stocks going up and down whenever oxytocin was or was not released, and when it wasn't, I became desperate. I became clammy, and I later learned that breakups can feel like cocaine withdrawals. Just painful periods of prolonged silence. Lips were coiled back and ears finally clear enough to realize how deafening silence is when you turn off the music. The truth is that oxytocin is a freaking liar, making me feel things that weren't so to make up for my deflated sense of self-worth. I was never in love with the guy, just in love with the way that he stared at me, direct with pure and loving intentions. The way that he caressed my shoulder and how each kiss he gave me was a pleasant static charge. The way his stubble felt on my face and the way that he would smile at me whenever I did something stupid. I fell in love with the way my brain tingled, the way my spine shivered, the way my head felt after 1,000 whispered compliments. And when we broke up, everything was a silent fire. And I burned like the ball of chemicals that I was, but I swear I'm fine now. Really, I am. Because I learned what love is and what it isn't. I learned that love is not rash or forceful. I learned that love is more than just a random mix of chemical reactions. Love is like kinematics, constant and forever, despite what one might feel once you notice. I learned that symphonies are much more sacred than we tend to give them credit for. I learned that when people say boys are stupid, they should follow it up with, and girls are just as stupid. I learned that I've never actually been in love before, and that's fine. And that's completely fine, because I learned that when I fall in love for the first time, I will hear every single beat project itself off the music sheet. I will hear the symphony orchestra before any chemical ever reaches my brain. I will hear the love, peace, tranquility, and romance before oxytocin even reaches my brain. I learned that I will hear the love before oxytocin even reaches my brain. Thank you.